Here are some news updates for Tuesday, the 12th day of January 2021. The President of Academic Staff Union of Universities, Asuu, Professor Biodun Oguyemi, has said members of the union cannot guarantee social distancing in crowded classes and congested hostels. Oguyemi, who spoke in an interview on Tuesday, said that safety measures are yet to be put in place at learning centers by government in view of the second wave of the COVID-19 pandemic, noting that the safety of both students and university workers is a priority. He further revealed that the NUC and the government were yet to enforce all COVID-19 guidelines in the universities, adding that the government should first visit universities in the country and ensure all COVID protocols were in place, just as it did before the reopening of the aviation sector. The National Identity Management Commission (NIMC) has said that Nigerians must complete their National Identity Number registration even if their bank verification number (BVN) generates National Identity Number. NIMC offered this clarification via its Twitter feed on Tuesday, a day after it warned Nigerians to stay away from a fake app that claims to help link NIN to SIM cards, which is stated was run by fraudsters who use it to harvest NIN and BVNs. The Lagos State Police Command on Sunday arrested 43 clubbers and strippers at Eclipse nightclub at Legally Ayorinde Street, Victoria Island, Lagos, following orders by the State Commissioner of Police to area commanders, DPOs and heads of department to arrest violators of the COVID-19 protocols. A press release signed by the state spokesman CSP Muyiwa Adejobi said police operatives attached to Maroko Division arrested the fun seekers, clustering and clubbing non-minding COVID-19 protocols, while the CP had ordered that the suspect be moved to Task Force Office Oshodi for prosecution. In his directive, Odumosu warned that the club owners should no longer be spared as they encourage total disregard for the protocols in the state. A leading coalition, Alliance for Survival of COVID-19 and Beyond, led by human rights lawyer and senior advocate of Nigeria, Femi Falana, has held the federal and state governments responsible for the rise in COVID-19 in the country, as Nigeria recorded more than 1,500 new cases amidst fears of shortages in oxygen and spilling over of the few isolation centers in the country. In a statement issued on Monday, the coalition faulted government's lukewarm attitude to the rising tide of the global plague, warning that the country faces more deaths unless radical steps are taken to reverse the trend. The association further claimed that the responses to COVID-19 pandemic in Nigeria has been largely elite-driven and expressed fears that the 100,000 doses of vaccine the federal government plans to import in January 2021 are likely to be preserved for the rich and the wealthy in the society, leaving the poor out of the scheme. And on the foreign scene, in light of a spike in COVID-19 cases in South Africa, which authorities attribute to widespread holiday trips, the country will close the 20 remaining open land border posts with neighboring countries for general entries and departures until February 15th, while coronavirus vaccines will still be made available to the South African public. President Cyril Ramaphosa, in a televised national address, revealed that several promising negotiations with a number of different manufacturers are still in the process, while the country has secured 20 million doses of vaccine to be delivered mainly in the first half of the year. The new virus strain is making an already dire situation worse in South Africa, as Gauteng province, the country's most populous, which includes the cities of Johannesburg and Pretoria, have major hospitals overwhelmed at full capacity, with some patients being treated on fields outside hospital buildings. Facebook has shut a number of accounts belonging to Ugandan government officials accused of seeking to manipulate public debates ahead of Thursday elections, according to sources from the internet giant. The East African nation is holding presidential and parliamentary elections after a tense and bloody campaign, with 76-year-old President Yoweri Museveni facing a stiff challenge from the pollster-turned politician and 38-year-old Bobi Wine. Facebook stated that it removed a network of accounts and pages in Uganda that engaged in coordinated, inauthentic behavior to target public debates ahead of elections, which use fake and duplicate accounts to manage pages, comment on other people's content, impersonate users, reshare posts in groups to make them appear more popular than they were. Facebook sources claim that the network was linked to the Ministry of Information and Communications Technology, and given the impending election in Uganda, they moved quickly to investigate and take down the network. US President Donald Trump and Vice President Mike Pence have spoken for the first time since last week's deadly riots at the US Capitol, according to a senior administrative official. The two met on Monday evening local time in the Oval Office and had a good conversation, according to the official. It was the first time they spoke since last Wednesday, when Trump's supporters stormed the Capitol building as Pence was presiding over certification of November's presidential election results. During their conversation, the official said Trump and Pence pledged to continue to work together for the remainder of their term, an apparent sign that the vice president will not seek to invoke the 25th Amendment to remove Trump from office with 9 days left in his term, as the House is prepared to cast a vote on Tuesday calling on Pence to invoke the amendment. And that's the news update at this time on Television Nigerian. Many thanks for watching. I am Charles Ibe.